Hello students, welcome to Tanya's Biology. Today we will discuss about the internal structure of ovary. As I discussed before, the ovary is the primary sex organ of female reproductive system. It is present in the abdominal cavity. It consists of the inner medulla and outer cortex. If you see, if I draw a structure, ovary, a transverse section of ovary, you can see that if this is the structure, yes, I draw it and it needs some time to draw it. Okay. If you see the structure of the ovary, the outermost layer is known as tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea, it's the outermost layer of the ovary. The inner mass is divided into two zones. The outermost layer is the cortex. This is the cortex portion. If I draw it like this is the cortex portion, and the remaining inner word is known as medulla. That means the inner mass is divided into two zones. The outermost layer is cortex and it is made up of reticular connective tissue. Cortex is made up of reticular connective tissue. Okay. And the innermost layer and the inner mass is known as medulla, or the inner area is known as medulla. That means this area is known as medulla. Okay, this is made up of areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue. Okay. That means it is divided into two distinct zones. One is medulla, another one is cortex. If you see the structure, there are various stages of follicle present here. Okay, firstly there are primary follicle. There is primary follicle. Okay, what is primary follicle? Actually, every month one follicle is matured into Graafian follicle and other are remain same. Okay, this is the primary follicle. There small cells are accumulated to form primary follicle. It will grow stage by step. It will grow step by step. From there, when it grows later, it looks like this. One is get bigger and another one remains same. That means from all this primary follicle, one follicle will mature and one follicle will mature and other will remain same, or other will remain small. It looks like this. One became mature and other will remain small. Now the growing cell is surrounded by huge mass. Okay, and then the stage comes where Graafian follicle will form. If you see the maturation, it looks like this. Now it became a large cell which is surrounded by a huge mass. I am not able to draw all the number of masses, a huge number of masses, because I have restricted area and I have also restricted time in my hand. So if you see the structure, it looks like this. Okay, one is became bigger in size, whereas other remains same or other remains small. The bigger one became into the Graafian follicle. If you see the structure of a specific Graafian follicle, it looks totally different. Okay, that means this oocyte, this is the oocyte that is present. The bigger one, the bigger follicle, it looks like totally different. When we focus only the Graafian follicle, you can understand it better. Now we understand the ovary consists of follicle and ovary having two layers. The outer layer is known as tunica albuginea and the inner mass is divided into two zones. The outer zone is known as cortex and the inner zone is known as medulla. The outer zone, which is known as cortex, is made up of reticular connective tissue and the inner mass is known as medulla, which is made up of areolar connective tissue. There are various stages of follicles are present here. If you see this structure is a primary follicle, the small cells are primary follicle. Every month one follicle will mature into Graafian follicle. From all the primary follicle, one follicle will mature into Graafian follicles and others are going to remain small or same. Now the growing cell is surrounded by a huge mass or huge number of mass and then the stage comes where Graafian follicles are formed. Okay. If you see the Graafian follicle, I will discuss this later. The Graafian follicular whole big structure, the whole big structure. Okay, Graafian follicle, let me see the structure. I erase it. This is the structure of Graafian follicle. Okay. And the oocyte is known present, the oocyte present here is known as, secondary oocyte, is known as secondary oocyte. Okay. Secondary oocyte. The secondary oocyte is one stage before the egg formation. The secondary oocyte is one stage before the egg formation. And the secondary oocyte is surrounded by many layers of cell. You can see here surrounded by many layers of cell. These are the layers of cell that is present here. There's many layers of cell. This structure is surrounded by a cavity. This structure is surrounded by a cavity. This structure also have a large mass. These cells also called the follicular cell. These cells are also called the follicular cell. Some are present on the outer side as you see here, some are present in the outer side and some are present in the inside. Okay, that means the oocyte is surrounded by a number of cells. Some are present inside and some are present outside. There is a cavity. If you see the structure, there is a cavity. This pink portion is a cavity portion. There is a cavity with the help of this cavity is filled up with a liquid. This cavity is filled up with a liquid. Okay, this cavity is known as antrum. This cavity is known as antrum. That means oocyte is surrounded by cells or huge number of cells and makes a cavity. This cavity is known as antrum and the fluid is present within the cavity is known as liquor folliculi. Okay, liquor folliculi. This portion is liquor folliculi. Okay, liquor folliculi. The structure is suspended on the cavity with the help of large mass. With the help of large mass. This is the large mass with the help of large mass. This is known as germ hilon. Germ hilon. H-I-L-L-O-N. Hilon. The outer cell is a membranous granulosa. The outer cell is membrana granulosa. This portion is known as membrana granulosa. Okay. That means oocyte is surrounded by membrana granulosa. This membrana granulosa have also divided into parts. The outer part is known as theca externa and the inner part is known as theca interna. If you see the membrana granulosa, the outer part is known as theca externa and the inner part is known as theca interna. theca interna. Okay, that means the membrana granulosa is divided into two distinct zones, theca externa and theca interna, and the oocyte or secondary oocyte is surrounded by a huge number of cells, and it is form a cavity. The cavity is known as antrum, and the liquid present on the cavity is known as liquor folliculi. Okay, liquor folliculi. After ovulation, the Graafian follicles ruptured. After ovulation, the Graafian follicle ruptured. Actually, the secondary oocyte suspended in its position not by some connection of the mass, but is connected by the number of cells. It is known as germ hilon. It is known as germ hilon. Okay. Actually, the structure is very difficult to understand when there are many number or names are present. Okay, that means there are secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte is connected with the other outer layer by the germ hilon to suspend in its position. It is surrounded by a antrum. The liquid present in the antrum is known as, what is the name? Liquor folliculi. After ovulation, the Graafian follicles ruptured. Okay, and the secondary oocyte is released. After the ovulation, the secondary oocyte released and the Graafian follicles ruptured. Otherwise, the secondary oocyte are not able to release after the before the ovulation, because before ovulation Graafian follicles are intact, but after ovulation Graafian follicles are ruptured, so that it causes the secondary oocyte is released. The secondary oocyte has its cells surrounded this. The process is known as ovulation. The secondary oocyte has cells around this and the process is known as ovulation. I will discuss later about the whole scenario of ovulation. Okay. After ovulation, the empty Graafian follicles remain, and the first stage of the rupture, the blood vessels are also ruptured and causes the loss of blood. This stage, actually it looks like this. If this is a Graafian follicle, it will rupture, and it looks like empty Graafian follicle having a number of cells, but where secondary oocyte are released. This is the empty Graafian follicle where secondary oocyte are released. In this stage, some blood will also lost because of the rupture. Okay, the blood vessels are also ruptured. This stage is known as corpus. This stage is known as corpus hemorrhagicum. Okay, that means when the first stage of the rupture, where the blood vessels are also ruptured, this stage is known as corpus hemorrhagicum. Okay, that means after ovulation, the Graafian follicles became ruptured and it remains empty and causes the release of secondary oocyte. What is corpus luteum? Actually, hemorrhagicum is a temporary structure. Hemorrhagicum is a temporary structure formed immediately after ovulation from the ovarian follicle, and it is collapses and it filled with the blood. That actually blood will release it, but it quickly clot. Is a temporary structure. Immediately after ovulation. Okay. What is now you can hear the name of corpus luteum. What is corpus luteum? It is the second or the another stage of the ruptured Graafian follicle. It is another stage of the ruptured Graafian follicle where the number of the cell decreases. The corpus luteum is a temporary endocrine gland which secretes the hormones like progesterone. Corpus luteum is a temporary endocrine gland which secretes a female hormone known as progesterone. If fertilization takes place, it remains. If not, then corpus luteum degenerates. If fertilization takes place, it will remain in position, but if not, then it will degenerate. Then it is known as corpus albicans. then is known as corpus albicans, CUNS. If fertilization takes place, then corpus luteum remains same, but if not, then it ruptured. Or then degenerate. Degenerate is appropriate word rather than rupture. Then the corpus luteum degenerate to form corpus albicans. Okay, we see various stages of development in this picture. If we see the section of ovary, we see all the follicles, all the scenario of the ovary. Okay, what we see here? If we see here the transverse section of the ovary and the ovarian follicles, primary follicles, how the one of the primary follicle get matured to from the Graafian follicle, and the Graafian follicle how looks like it have antrum, it have liquor folliculi, membrana granulosa, thicca, externa, thicca. These are different parts that are present. If I am able to understand it all those things, please like, share, subscribe my channel. And if you want to get all videos related to this topic, please subscribe and please click on the bell icon to get all the notification. Okay, in my next video I will discuss about the external genitalia of female reproductive system, external genitalia of the female reproductive system. Okay, and the glands, associated glands like mammary glands, okay, Bartholin glands. These are the glands that are associated with the female reproductive system. I will discuss in my next video. Okay.